This is a 2025 Y62 Patrol. Now we all know the feeling of buying this brand new Patrol and having this outdated junk instrument cluster. All of that changes today with a new digital style instrument cluster, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how you can do it DIY. It's very easy. Now this system here is intended for off-road use only, so do everything at your own risk. Now we do not take any responsibility for anything in terms of legality. The product itself has a warranty to it, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, without any further delay, let's get started in this another video of DIY made easy. Now, the first thing you want to do is take a note of the original kilometers in the car. Once you've done that, turn the car off. Go ahead and remove the negative of your battery. Disconnecting your battery is quite easy. Just pop the bonnet, open the hood, undo this 10mm and create an insulation barrier. And for the next part, get the steering wheel out of your way. Now moving on to the next bit, you want to remove this fascia panel around here, which is quite easy. Now you need to have a stiff or a hard panel removal tool. You don't want to use something really soft because these clips are really strong. So if you use something soft, the panel tool might get bent. It might start doing indentation in your leather. We don't want any of that. There's two pressure points around here and one here that will allow for this to slide out. There's going to be a clip behind here, so be careful. And after that, we can go ahead and pull it out, flip it over, leave it on the side. Once you have pried the fascia out, you can go ahead and unplug this button here, right here from behind. It's only a pull tab. Undo the clip right here. Once you've undone both of them, you can go ahead and flip this around. Now make sure you have something soft lying around on your dash, so this part here, all the clips don't scratch the actual part of your dash. After that, we'll move on to the next process. Now getting this cluster out is quite easy. You just remove these 4 screws, slide it out of the place and remove this one big plug from behind, and this will all come right out. Now for the next part, we'll be installing our new anti-glare OLED cluster, the new button and the wiring loom to connect the new anti-glare cluster. Now this part is quite simple. Let me show you exactly how it's done. Now what we like to do with all of our wiring is tape everything up in this nice fabric tape, but that allows us to have a nice premium feel to it, as well as prevent any rattling from things dangling around behind your dash. It's always a good idea to use some form of tape. Fabric tape is what we recommend, but you can go ahead and use electrical tape, even masking, maybe not. Now this orange and black wire is what is going to go into a new button, so you have to get this wire out. The other wire here that you've got, you don't need to worry about it. You can go ahead and tape this one up. Now this one plug with the update section will go behind your cluster. Now if you're connecting it to your center screen, you can use this HDMI port and use the wiring provided in the kit to go from here behind the cluster and come out to connect straight into your head unit. Now this is the factory head unit, which does not support mirroring onto the cluster. So what I'm going to be doing in this case is not connect my HDMI as of now and leave it in the box for when we do the head unit upgrade on the car. For the time being, we're going to remove this one and put it to the side and connect this plug here back into the main harness that came out of the car. That way, when you plug in, everything is going to start powering. This is same pin out as the original cluster, so you don't have to worry about it. One more thing that we're going to do is run the USBs down here. Now that it's taped up, it's not going to rattle. This is excess wire for us now. We don't need to worry about this. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this up, hide it away, run the USB underneath, plug this cluster in and start screwing it back on. Once you're done screwing the new cluster back on, then you can go ahead and put the fascia back on and make sure you're running this wire right here through the old button plug. When that is out, you can go ahead and clip the fascia back into place. We're mounting our new button onto the old fascia. Once all of that has been mounted, go ahead and grab the new button that comes in our kit. Now this one is a 3-button system compared to the 2-button on the original one. Go ahead and plug that one in. It can only go in one way, so you can't really get this one wrong. And then just push it into place and it will lock in to the original spot. Make sure all the buttons are functioning. Just press them once, test it. Once that is done, let's go ahead and connect the battery back again and start the car. Now just with the first boot up, my god, what a difference. All this different information you're getting on the new one now, as well as having a lot more information than the factory cluster, is just mind-blowing. And now it's time to set up this new cluster. So you can see the auto is reading 0, so we have a few different settings that we have to go through. The time, the auto, all of that needs to be fixed. So first thing you want to do is find the page where the information is in the center. In some of them the information is in a little circle there. You don't want to use that, it's very hard to navigate around that. So find the page where all the information is in the center. Using the top or the bottom one, make your way to the settings section here and press and hold the middle button on the side. will pop you into this new system. Go down, 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 and select. First thing we want to select is the tank selection. Now to enter into any of the menu, just press and hold this bottom button here. Press it one more time, it changes the selection, and then press and hold it again to save the selection. So now our tank is set to the right, 140 liters. And again, same thing, press and hold onto the bottom one. Now you're into this section where you're selecting the first one. You can see the selection is highlighted. Now go ahead and input your kilometers. This car only had 18,113 kilometers, so go ahead and set that. Go on to reset, click the bottom one once to save the kilometers, and then press and hold onto the reset to go back out of the menu. Same thing, this car is a black Patrol, so again press and hold the bottom one to get into the selection. Press the bottom one once, it's back onto Patrol black. Now press and hold it again. That will change the car selection to black. So just select all of that. I'm not going to bore you with that. Once all of that is done, I will run you through all the options that this one has got. Now, as you can see, everything is now set to how it was on the original cluster. Now, to navigate around the system, use the middle one to go between all these different views that you've got. You can see the Patrol has been changed to black. Now, you can use either the top or the bottom one from the new switch to navigate around horizontally to have all the different information being displayed. Now you can go see your motor oil pressure, you can see your battery voltage, tire pressure comes up when you start driving, it gives you your pitch and roll, it gives you your driving assistance, how far ahead or behind you in front of the next car, it gives you your fuel consumption, trip information, and now the first time you're getting digital speed on your instrument cluster on the Y62 is really nice and amazing. Now if you guys want a cluster like this for your Y62, for Land Cruiser or any other car, reach out to us on info@westernautocustoms.com.au or simply fill out a contact form on www.westernautocustoms.com.au to see how we can help you with your car. Peace!